Hi friends, it's Icky, and today we are going to use the very popular game Phasmophobia to see if we can use the scientific process or scientific method. First, let me say that anything that's scary or spooky that happens, I will edit out, so this is still kid friendly. And also, I have a cold, so I'm going to do my best to not be sneezing and coughing and everything else. But it would definitely help me feel better if you would hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell below. So let's get started in Phasmophobia and see if we can use the scientific method. If you've learned it in school, or if you haven't, there are 5 main steps to the scientific method. First, we need to define a question to investigate. Then we need to make predictions. Then we need to gather our data, analyze the data, and then we have to draw our conclusions. So in Phasmophobia, our question that we would be investigating is, what type of ghost is at this house? Making a prediction is hard on this one because we have no evidence right now. We know that there is a ghost because that's how the game is set up. So we could predict that it's a spirit because that's the most common type of ghost. Right now, you could really hypothesize anything. But we need to work on gathering data. So let's take a look at what we have in our truck and how we can get ready. So the first thing is it gives us some information. We know that the ghost's name is Grant Clark, and it responds to everyone. It also gives us 3 little mini missions, which is to get a ghost to blow out a firelight. So for us, that would be a candle. Have a member of your team escape the ghost during a hunt. I guess that would be me since I'm playing alone. And have a member of your team witness a ghost event. Let's take a look at what we have over here. So if we place sound sensors around, when they start picking up sound, that will show on this board. Total activity shows how strong the ghost is behaving at any given point in time. Sanity is a measurement that they made up in this game that basically is almost like your health, but not exactly. It's when your sanity gets very low, you're more likely to be attacked by one of the ghosts. And then they give us a nice map of this house. So this house happens to go bedroom, bathroom, bedroom. And then this is a bedroom, this is a bathroom, this is a walk-in closet. Over here we have the living room. We have a dining room and kitchen. This is a mud room or laundry room. There may be another name for it depending on where you're at in the United States. There's a lot of different phrasing. This is the garage. And these stairs take us down to the basement. And the breaker box is in the basement in case the ghost turns off the power. Now let's look at our tools that we can use to gather data. We have camcorders that we can use to film things. These are dots projectors. They're like flashlights that just shine little green dots. You'll see we will use those. This is just a normal flashlight. A normal notebook with a pencil like you may have for school or at home to draw or write things. Down here we have a glow stick, just like you may see, especially around Halloween time. That helps us see fingerprints. It's an ultraviolet stick. This little box is a spirit box. It's like a radio that in this game you can use to speak with ghosts. Over here we have EMF readers. Those are electromagnetic frequency readers. So in real life, everything that plugs in or has batteries gives off a tiny bit of electromagnetic frequency. And in this game, they make the assertion that certain ghosts will give off a very high amount. And so if it's greater than a 5, it's considered evidence in this game. Then we have a thermometer, just a normal thermometer with Celsius on the left, Fahrenheit on the right. If you're in the United States, we use Fahrenheit most often, and that would be 32 degrees is considered freezing. If you're anywhere else in the world, you generally use Celsius, and that is 0 degrees. It's considered freezing. Down here we have Polaroid cameras. These are crucifixes. They're a religious symbol. These are sound sensors. These are just bottles of salt like you would find in your kitchen, just a different style. These are parabolic sound sensors, so they help hear things that the normal human ear would not. These are motion sensors. They just are an interesting look. Motion sensors obviously exist in real life. I personally have 2 in my house as part of my security system. This is a headgear. I believe that we can turn it on, and it becomes another camera. Maybe not. Not 100% sure how to use it. And then, of course, we have matches, candles, and incense. Incense is like a special type of wood or herb that you burn that gives off smoke and a specific smell. So we're going to have 5 minutes to get set up. I personally always start with a flashlight, a thermometer, and a notebook. Because in this game, the room that the ghost is in is always colder than other rooms. And so what I do is I use that thermometer to find the room, and then I immediately put the notebook down, and then I come out and I start grabbing other pieces of equipment and get set up. So let's go ahead and head out and see what we find. Okay, so we're looking to see that temperature drop. We're going to go room to room. Right now we're in the kitchen. Let's see what happens. The temperature is going up, so unlikely that it is a kitchen ghost. Let's come over here to the dining room. The temperature is staying the same, so unlikely that it's a dining room or a kitchen ghost. Let's come out here to the living room. No difference in the living room, but we did find a bone in the living room, so we'll have to take a picture of that and then bring it with us later. So let's go to the main bedroom, or the parents' bedroom. See if there's a difference here. Nope. Let's try the bathroom. Oh, a little bit of a drop. Any... Oh, goodness. We have a ghost that already is turning the lights off on us. Let's go turn those back on. Silly. Okay. Back to where we were. Although, did the temperature drop when we were in the basement? Do we have a basement ghost? Maybe not. Okay. So this is pretty true to real science. You don't always get evidence right away, and sometimes it's very frustrating. Let's see the mudroom. Nope, mudroom, it's definitely going up. How about the garage? Do we have a garage ghost? Nope. Okay, time to check the other bedrooms. Oh, and we're gonna close that door. The reason that I'm closing doors is because the ghost can open them and leave fingerprints. And so it's good to know who or which doors were open and which doors were closed. So it's getting warmer in here. So it's a dropping somewhere in the hallway. Do we have a hallway ghost? Let's check this bathroom. Nope, it goes up in the bathroom. Okay. Let's check this bedroom. There we go. Okay, so we have a ghost in this bedroom. And so we're going to put our notebook down right away. Go ahead and put that there. And now we're going to start bringing in lots of equipment. Okay, let's put this camera here. And we'll put dots like this. Oh good, it just turned the light off in the room. And then we will put dots like that. Okay, camera. We'll grab a crucifix because that's part of the game, and we'll grab an EMF. So we'll put this one here. And we'll put the crucifix down, one of them right there. And turn the EMF down. Ooh, it's already hitting 3. Okay. Now let's go grab a little bit more. This is a very real part of science. A lot of equipment. We'll grab the other one. We'll grab a motion sensor, and we will grab salt. Grab some salt there and some salt here. Let's go ahead and look at the temperature. And then I heard it touching a lot, so I'm going to grab EMF again. Okay, so we have handprints all over the door. I think that one might be mine, but that one's the ghost. Okay, so let's go turn the electricity back on. So we have to go down to the basement again. Back upstairs. Okay, so let's take a look. So we don't have anything in the ghost journal. We're not quite below freezing. close, but not quite there. Okay, so we are going to... I want to grab one more camera to put over here. And we don't need the glow stick anymore because we know that we have the evidence, right? So we're going to put the glow stick back. We are going to grab one more camera. And I am going to bring matches and a candle, since that's one of our goals. I'm going to go ahead and set this down. We'll light a match. We'll light that. Let's look at this EMF. What is our EMF doing? Oh, it's so close to... Oh, there we go. We hit an EMF of 5. So now we have 2. So let's look at the temperature. Still not freezing. Okay. Nothing in the ghost book. Okay. This is a good time to grab the camera to take a picture of that bone and then grab the bone before we forget. So camera... And then we're going to take our camera. We're going to take a picture of that bone, and we are going to take the bone. Okay, and now we are going to go watch our camera and see if we see dots or ghost orbs. But as we get ready to do that, we are going to pull out our journal and write down some evidence. So we had an EMF level 5. We had ultraviolet. We haven't had ghost writing. We haven't had freezing temps. We haven't even tried spirit box yet. And right now we're going to look for dots and ghost orbs. Let me turn off my flashlight. Okay. So that's an awkwardly placed camera. Not my best. Oh, it knocked that one over. Okay. Oh, there's a ghost orb flying. There's more. Okay. That is our third piece of evidence. It is an obaki. So we gathered data. We put the data in our journal, which counts as essentially analyzing it in this game. And that narrowed it down to an obaki. We can go ahead and mark that. I'm going to be a little bit of a risk taker. And I'm going to go in and see if I can get either handprints or, look at all those dots. Handprints or the candle being blown out, a picture of it. Oh, it just strummed its guitar. And we want a picture of the footprint. It blew out the candle. There we go. Now I did. Okay. I think we have all the evidence that we could want. We should get a pretty good score. We know that it's an obaki. And we can go ahead and lock it up and see how we do.
Welcome back.
A banshee? What did we get wrong? Okay, so this happens. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just really quickly jump back in so we can see our journal and see which piece of evidence we thought we had that we didn't. So we said we had EMF level 5, UV, and ghost orbs. And a banshee has UV, ghost orbs, and dots, which means we didn't actually apparently have EMF level 5. That's interesting. I'm going to go back in the recording and look at that and see how high it got because I really thought we hit 5.
Our EMF doing? Oh, it's so close to. Oh, there we go. We hit an EMF of 5. So now.
The other thing is banshees are known for singing, and we did not hear that. But then again, we didn't use the parabolic microphone and see if there was any screaming or anything either. So this is one of those times that we drew the wrong conclusion. And sometimes that happens in science. And that's why a big part of the scientific process is actually repeating, because you want to make sure that your study is correct. And so you do things again, you check your peers' work, that kind of thing. So we use the scientific method. We drew the wrong conclusion. We confidently drew the wrong conclusion, and that happens sometimes. So I still think we learned something today. I think it was an interesting journey, and I'm glad you guys came along with me on it. So, again, if you can like, subscribe, and hit the bell, I would really appreciate it. And I will see you next time where hopefully we don't draw the wrong conclusion. Thanks, everyone.